are going to link this GPO in the domain controllers. We're going to right click domain controllers, link an existing GPO, DLP underscore your first initial last name, click OK. Now that we've done that, we need to go ahead and do a push group policy to our endpoint. And we do such a thing by running gp update /force return. All right, we're going to see computer policy update has completed correctly, and user policy update has completed successfully. So those are good signs. Now, there's a way we can operationally check our machine to make sure a group policy has also been applied, and it's useful when you're looking for errors in your group policy, or if you have problems in your troubleshooting. So that's G. In order to run GP result, you cannot run it from the default location in System 32. You need to be at your desktop. That's the ideal location to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and CD to our desktop using an environment variable. That'll make it faster and just cooler in general. So CD for change directory, $env, environment variable, user profile /desktop. I'm going to hit return. That's going to take me to my desktop. So from here, we run the GP result command, GP result /H for HTML. You can also do, I think, an XML type report if you wanted to, but we do HTML. That's for human readable format in your browser, right? Now we name our file, use // for the current location. I'm just going to title it 1. The extension is HTML. Now we hit return. Creating resultant set of policy. That's where you see RSOP. And as you can see, this icon just popped up here with the name of 1. To open that file in our present location, we just run /1, hit the tab button for tab completion, and hit return. As you can see, the browser has opened here, and you click show all immediately. Now we scroll down, we see that the nested GPO is applied, and that's great news. It's enforced. And we are specifically looking for the scheduled task GPO. Here it is. DLP G Brown is right here. So the scheduled task GPO is applying. And that's the same way we saw it when we look in the group policy settings. One of the best features of the GP result function is that once you get into this browser and you're looking at your group policy, you can control F through it. Now I'm going to control F through to applied GPOs. As you can see here, we have applied GPOs. Now we see the default domain controllers policy is applied. The default domain policy is applied. And we also see DLP Brown applied. And Nest is applied. You can also scroll down and see denied GPOs. And I don't think there are any. That's great news. Let's go ahead and exit out of this. Since we know the group policy is applying and that scheduled task is supposed to be performing its job, let's go ahead and look at the task schedule. We open the task scheduler by hitting the Windows key and typing task scheduler. Now we should be able to see this GPO in the task scheduler library. So in the left pane, we click task scheduler library like so. And as you can see, that scheduled task is sitting right there. There's more descriptions of the task, and that includes the configurations we made. The triggers, last runtime. We can even, in the bottom pane, we can go through it and take a look at everything and even look at the history. it says task is registered. That's great. If it hasn't run yet, because this is scheduled to run at logon, we've still been logged on, we can go ahead and now run the task. Let's go ahead and run that. So by clicking the run button on the right pane, and you can click refresh. So actually we can see in the history, it's been run a few times and the task has been completed. So action started, task triggered, action completed. One thing about this script that if you haven't looked at it, go ahead and take a look at it. What it does is it outputs a new event ID in the application log. If it finds a social security number or a credit card number, anything associated with the data loss prevention. Let's go ahead now and open up our event viewer. We do so by using PowerShell, event, VWR. The log we're going to look at is the application log. That's here under Windows Logs, Application. Application, and the middle pane will show the contents of the application log. You should see at least one entry with the event ID 10,001. And that is that custom script or that group policy running the scheduled task, which runs as a custom script. And the custom script, if it finds something sensitive, it will output that to the event viewer. So we can see it here. We go ahead and refresh if you don't see it. We have it right there, 10,001, 10,001. And in the bottom pane in the middle, you see the information regarding it. So it found sensitive information in temp credit card cc.txt, and it found sensitive information in temp sn.txt. Excuse me, this is the end of the task. I want you to take a screenshot of your event viewer and submit that as the assignment.